It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. G.S. Venu, Principal, Sri Vivekananda Public School,
for a
for a
remark
remark about this webinar.
more
More
than
than his role as a principal, he is the right person to talk about food
food
safety for
children
children.
as
As
is
his
a
expertise, he has expertise in naturopathy and yoga. With
great
great
pleasure.
pleasure, I welcome Dr. G.S. Venu for a remark about the session.
Thank you, Soumya ma'am. Very respected our MLA, Sri Anup Jacob, respected doctors, teachers, students. It's actually a wonderful subject to learn about. The Almighty is gifted with a beautiful body. So respecting this body and having awareness on needed things for growth and repair, it is very necessary.
You see the children eating lots of the huge quantity of the things also. Okay, so not like in the olden days where they used to eat little amounts of certain things. Like when we used to eat biscuits, it was like two or three numbers. But if you see nowadays, children eating a lot of one whole packet of this thing. So we see all these problems with the junk foods, and they are addictive, and so it is very difficult to take them up. And then once you don't give them, they will start having tantrums. They will throw tantrums, and their behavior is affected, and they will have less patience. And these are the studies, some of the studies related to the dietary patterns, and these are the important. We already talked like malnutrition, how they act on the children's brain, and according to study, they had worse educational attainment, SOBs, because of that. And this 40-year study had shown that they had poor memory, distracted behavior, attention deficits, and all these things. And also, even the parents, they report aggression and peers, aggression to the peers, and which persisted through the adolescence. So, next slide. And this was found in malnourished child. There was 60% of that problems, and in controlled child, normal children, it is only 15%. So these are different dietary patterns where they have seen that the odds of having an hyperactivity and attention problems is 4 times higher in sweet dietary pattern and Western dietary pattern more than 2 times. Where they take a lot of ice cream, refined grains, sweet desserts, sugar, soft drinks, and all those things. And with a high protein diet, there are better scores when we look at these things. We can the children score better on their listening, thinking, reading, and academics. That is much better. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, a little bit on the gluten and casein. Why this gluten and casein is in the news for a long time now? And what happens is that the casein, this becomes casomorphin, and gluten becomes glidomorphin, and this is converted by a dipeptidyl peptidase. There is an enzyme which converts them into the amino acids. So all the proteins should be finally broken into amino acids, but this is not happening with the casein and gluten because some children may have this deficiency, and this is a zinc dependent enzyme. So zinc deficiency can also cause this. So this, as the name suggests, casomorphin, gliadomorphin, these behave like opiates, so morphine-like compounds, and then they act as an addictive drug, and this cause fatigue, irritability, brain fog, and it also causes, because it is addictive, causes strong cravings, and so the children will become irritable when they don't get it. Okay, next slide. So there is, when you say right, what is the right food for my child? Many people may ask me, what is the wrong food? So these food allergies and sensitivities, they are different in different children. So one child may be having the same food, but it may not be good for one child, and the other child may have the very good effect of that food. So we are all biochemically very unique people and have different physiological functions, psychological responses to different foods. So you cannot say that this child. So some parents will ask, my child reacted very badly to this. So that is why the other parent will stop that thing for the child, even though it is beneficial. So do not do such things. So whenever you have some to test the food on your child, you have to do it on your child and see whether it is beneficial or not. So the right food for one child may be the wrong food for the another. For example, the child with a peanut butter allergy or nut allergy will for them it is a bad food when they are eating a nutritionally balanced whole wheat toast with peanut butter. But otherwise, it would be healthy. So
Meanwhile, if you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can post in the chat box. So when doctor rejoin at that time, we can ask the same questions. Yes, doctor, you are audible now.
again, proteins like meat and these are all actually good, but we have to be careful how it is, from where it is sourced and all, because we can't trust any of the sources. So that is very important, and they should have a very good sleep, uh, before the exams, and they should eat at proper time. It's not that they should not eat at any time. They are, then that will cause a lot of glucose fluctuations in your brain, and they may be irritable later. So, very important, the composition of food, the time of food, the frequency of food, everything, the healthy food and no junk foods. These are
Thank you, doctor. Because of the heavy rain, many of the participants are unable to continue.
yeah.
Hope there are no more questions.
Connection, yeah.
So, on behalf of everyone here today, we thank you, Dr. Meena Shilan from the Sunrise Hospital. And also, I would like to thank Dr. Sonia Hafiz for suggesting you for this session. And I thank Sunrise Hospital Management for this wonderful session. Thank you for your insight into this most important topic that is very relevant for all the families. Please accept our sincere appreciation for the outstanding presentation you have done for the kids as well as for all. Thank you so much for sharing your time and experience with us. Once again, thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and it was really nice to interact with you. And I see a very lot of people attending this, and I hope they will benefit from this.
So it is a very vast topic, not easy to understand at once in very short time, but still many things are new insight for us, new knowledge for us. Hope the parents are teachers are benefited from this. Thank you for all your effort and your time. Thank you, doctor, once again. And we thank all dear participants for joining together to create a better and healthy world for our children. For a formal vote of thanks, I would like to welcome Rajesh from Vivekananda Public School. Over to Adra.
Morning to all. My name is Adra Rajesh and I'm studying in 6th standard at Vivekananda Public School. I'm here to express our gratitude to all of all of who have conducted and taken part in this informative webinar. First of all, I express my sincere thankfulness to the Honorable Param MLA, Sri Anuj Jacob. Thank you very much for sharing some time with us. We all know that you're very busy, but still you have taken out some time from your busy schedule to inaugurate this webinar. Thank you, sir. Next, I extend my gratitude to Dr. Neena Shailan for taking such a wonderful class for us. We hope that your words inspire others to cultivate a healthy lifestyle. Once again, thank you, ma'am. The occasion is in this occasion. I also express my heartfelt thanks to our dear principal, Dr. G.S. Venusam, for giving such a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, sir. I also thank Grandmaster Tirtha Vivek for the introductory remark. Next, I also thank the organizing officer and the, and the coordinator, Samya ma'am. I thank all the teachers, all the friends who have come to attend this webinar. If I missed anybody, please forgive me. Once again, thank you all of you. Jai Hind.
I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Vivekananda Public School, teacher coordinators of Vivekananda Public School, Ms. Maya and Sri Anurup for coordinating with us, and also to respected principal Dr. G.S. Venu for his time and all his cooperation with us, and thank all
Thank
the
you, ma'am.
teachers,
Thank you so much.
parents, and students joined here. Along with that, all the national and state leaders of APSA, webinar coordinators from different states, from Karnataka, Sujita Srikanth, from Tamil Nadu, Pravesh Chika, and from Kerala, Mausmi Dey for the coordination and cooperation for continuing with this effort. Once again, and I thank each and everyone who joined here. Once again, thank you, Doctor. We thank you all for your participation, and we requesting your continued participation in the upcoming webinar, because joining together is a beginning only. Keeping together is progress, and working together is the success. So we invite your participation in the next webinars also. We are happy to announce that our next national webinar will be on November 25th on the same time, 7:30 p.m. on a different aspect of food safety for children. So once again, I thank and I welcome your continued participation. Thank you for your time. Thank you all. Good night.
Good night.